It's game day, guys, and we are out here in Boston. It's actually really cold. I don't understand what's going on. Our friends in America, guys, what is going on? It was the same in Toronto. They said it's summer. The sun was shining. We reached Toronto, no, it's cold. America, same thing. It was the sun was shining here nicely. We reached here, no, it's raining. Since yesterday, it's been raining and it's cold. It's 17 degrees Celsius. Why? It's the end of June. It's summer. Guys, bring on some sunshine. This is the weather the English players will thrive in. That's the problem. If the heat was there, something small, show some people something small. But this seems like perfect weather for them. The highest temperature it will go today is around 21 degrees Celsius. That is around 4 p.m. time of the match. So I think the weather will be good for football. Except that, brother, if you lose the match, hey, the award can multiply. But yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for all the encouraging words, for all the subscriptions. A reminder: if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe again, or subscribe, please. If you've subscribed and you haven't put the notification bell on, please put it on so that when I upload a new video, you will see it first. All right, so we're going to talk about the starting 11, what I believe should be Ghana's starting 11. And then after that, you let me know who you think should be the starting 11. Remember, this is just personal choices, all right? There's no need to insult anybody. Just let me know who you'll replace in my starting 11. You don't even necessarily need to state your starting 11 entirely in the comment section. You can just say, okay, I will replace because I know that you probably will agree with about 8, 9, or even 10 of those players. So just take out who you want to take out and play who you want to play. And then, of course, that's the beauty of this. Also, a reminder that this video is by Kankatsu, of course. One of the people supporting us, one of the corporations supporting us is Woo Lucky. And this World Cup season, Woo Lucky is doing it big with the World Cup Sikapudo promotion. This is what they're doing. They've put 1 million Ghana City jackpot there, and you stand a chance to win a share of that particular money. Whether you're an agent or you're a customer, you stand a chance to win a share of that money. For agents, there's a weekly fee. For Lotto agents, there's a weekly jackpot of 32,000 Ghana Cedis for the top 10 selling agents. And for customers, there is a daily 20,000 Ghana City jackpot for 20 lucky customers. To participate, all you need to do is stake your regular Lotto with a minimum of 10 Ghana Cedis, and each ticket will get entered into the draw, which is done live every day at 8:30 p.m. on the Woo Lucky social media platforms. It's really that simple. And whether your lottery ticket wins or it doesn't win, you still stand a chance to win a share of that jackpot. You can go to woolucky.com to play, or just dial *288# to also play, of course. Now, remember, if you're, it's only for people over 18 years old, and always remember to be responsible, all about it. Okay, who will I start against England? For me, I think, let's start with the goalkeeping situation. If Atizigi is fit, I will start him. The coaches have said they will do a late assessment today to find out whether he is fit enough. But if he's not fit, obviously Benjamin Asari starts. And for me, I always prefer Atizigi because against England, where we are not expected to have a lot of the ball, we need the goalkeeper with much more confidence handling the ball with pinpoint passes, and we're going to be put under pressure on the press, and our defenders will be forced to go back a lot. And when they go back, we don't expect the goalkeeper to maybe give the ball away. All he can try to do is attempt to find a teammate or the other end of the pitch. And I think in that respect, Atizigi might just slightly edge it over Benjamin Asari for me. That's not to say Asari is a bad passer of the ball. He's actually surprisingly really skillful goalkeeper. But I just think Atizigi edges it a little bit. If he's not fit, yeah, of course, Benjamin Asari starts for me. I think the back line picks itself. Sanaya did enough in the game against Wales. He's not exactly spectacular, but he gets the job done. So for him, I think he starts for me. The centre-back pairing, Jerome Opoku and Jonas Ejete will keep their places. I think Jonas Ejete is actually a really good threat in the air. So from set pieces, if there's one avenue where we could try and nick a goal, that is an opportunity for us. He got 2 really good headers against Panama. One of them on target, the other one just off target. Left back Gideon Mensah. I think Gideon gets too much stick, maybe doesn't get enough credit. He doesn't necessarily need to do a lot of spectacular stuff, but he's decent, works hard, gets the job done. And the goal against Panama actually started from him. I think many people are ignoring that. It was the now sitting right where he was playing. He sprayed that ball into the center to Caleb Bianchi, found Semenyo to Brandon, and then back into the penalty area where Caleb stamped it in. So he's been playing in this national team for a long time. He's got experience. One of the leaders in the team actually finished the Panama game as captain. So I think he stays. We need leadership. And he's one of the leaders in there. We have to play a midfield three. Without a doubt, a midfield three is what we have to do. And I think that over there, if Kamaldeen drops off, it's not even a debate. Thomas Partey comes right in alongside Elisha. And then, of course, Caleb Bianchi. Caleb is on a yellow card, so I'm really afraid for him that he might get a second yellow in this game and get suspended for the Croatia match, which will be a big blow. So, but he showed us in the Panama match that he can be self-aware, because he got yellow card very early on. Somehow, still managed to avoid a red card. So I'm very proud of him about that. But against a physically dominant English midfield, do you think that is possible? I guess we'll see, because Elliot Anderson, Declan Rice, Jude Bellingham, physically dominant. I don't know why Thomas Tuchel said Ghana likes to be physical. If you look at the English players, they are far more physically dominant than that in every area of the pitch, bro. Look at Reece James. He's like a tree stump. Konsa, Gehi. I mean, come on, boss. Left back, look at Riley. Thick, tall boy, very physically dominant players. Look at their midfielders. And look at their attackers, Harry Kane. Come on, bro. So I think we just need to try and match that physicality. As to whether we can do it remains to be seen. But so the more I think about it, the more I realize that we are actually very light in midfield. Because we start those three, Thomas Partey, Caleb Bianchi, and Elisha, we have only one central midfielder on the bench, and that's Kwesi Zipo. And we just have way too many wingers who are just duplicating positions. But I guess now is not the time to cry over that. So that will be my midfield three: Elisha, Thomas, and Caleb Bianchi. Forward line is where I probably will split a lot of hairs, but I will start Thomas Brandon Asante. I think he understands the English game, and he did enough when he came on. And he starts for me. And I think I will also start, obviously, Anton Semenyo. And the controversial one, I think I will give Jordan another start. Everybody says his hold-up play is why we play him. This is the game where we need him to show his hold-up play and bring his teammates into the game. This is it. This is it. I know Carlos Queiroz is not afraid to make the big decisions. And so if he's not pulling his weight, he needs to substitute in earlier than he did in the game against Panama. But I will start Jordan and give him the benefit of the doubt. So with this starting lineup, we have enough game changers on the bench. I think Nyoma still probably thinking about the injury a little bit, so he wasn't very physically involved in the game against Panama. He comes off the bench, it's real danger. Isahaku, same. Kamaldeen, weapon. So even with this starting lineup, I think we have enough on the bench to come in and make a difference. And I think that, for me, the first half approach has to be containment. If we can go through the first 30 minutes without conceding against England, we have a real chance. Admittedly, England have the better team. But if we show enough aggression, enough fight to compete for every ball, then we stand a chance. Because in this World Cup, it's not about who has the better players. It's about who has a great team, whose team is fighting for each other. We've seen from Cape Verde. If I ask you to mention 3 Cape Verdean players, you probably don't know. But as a team, they never stop fighting. That's what we need. I've seen the Black Stars lose matches. I've seen the Black Stars go into games where they were underrated, but they played their hearts out. And at the end of the day, we probably didn't win the match. But Ghanaians were still very happy. That's what we need to see. That fight is what we need to see in this match. And I think if the players fight for each other, we stand a really good chance of getting a result from this particular match. A few tactical things we need to look out for. That Harry Kane dropping deep, or Jude Bellingham to make the late run in. Our centre backs need to be extremely careful. You follow Harry Kane infield and leave that space in behind. A midfielder has to always be ready to pick the late runner, or else we'll be dead. They'll kill us. That is one tactic we need to watch out for. And we will see it over and over again. So Jonas Ejete, Jerome Opoku, when he's either we will leave him handing over to a midfielder, or when you follow him, a midfielder picks up the late runner. Otherwise, we'll be dead. So admittedly, this is going to be a really tough game, guys. Really tough match. But we have a chance. We have a chance if only we are ready to kill ourselves and die for each other on the pitch, cover for each other. Because this is not a game where individuality wins. We have to fight as a team. And then we'll bring in our weapons in the second half, catch them on the break. We might nick something. But let me know who you replace in the starting 11. I'm very much interested in your thoughts. And remember to always subscribe and put the notification bell on.